that fight with David Morrell and David Benavidez, is that a challenging fight that how people say it is?
I think it's going to be an interesting fight, man. I think that both guys are really going to be tested because Morrell's a good boxer. But I think that the later rounds is really going to tell. Because Benavidez, it takes him a few rounds to get going. But once he gets going and he figures out your rhythm, you got problems. Once you start letting those 20 punch combinations go, you got problems. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
going to be an interesting fight.
right. Because those combinations break a fighter's rhythm.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It takes him a while. Morell's going to, Morell's got a great, I mean, uh, uh, a great style for his southpaw. He boxes well. He's got my man Ronnie Shields in his corner. I know Ronnie's going to have him ready, but Benavidez is always comes in ready. So it's going to be. I think after the fifth round, that's when the fight's really going to get interesting. The first 4 or 5, it's going to be more like a chess match. After the fifth round, somebody's going to have somebody figured out, and that's when it's going to get hot in the kitchen.
Ooh, you think it's going to be one of the more challenging fights for David?
After the fifth round, yeah. Because they both got their pride, man. They got that machismo shit going on. So after the fifth round, it's gonna get hot in the kitchen.
You believe that David Morrell's not scared of David Benavidez?
I believe he's not. Now, what happens when he gets touched? I don't know, but I
Yeah.
think that you know what I mean. But I think that right now, I don't think he's scared of him. No.
Mm, mm. That's big. And now, obviously, you just mentioned, the fight. The pound for pound fighter for you is Terrence Crawford. But obviously, Terrence Crawford wants this Canelo Alvarez fight. Obviously, Canelo Alvarez has said on Sway's podcast that, if Turkey gives me what I want, I'll fight him. Why not? Now, obviously, you know the punching power. Callum Smith. We seen his bicep at the end of that fight. We also know that Bud's coming from a low weight class in the lightweights.
What weight are they gonna fight at? Is the question.
Obviously, it would be at 68, wouldn't it be? I mean,
So if they fought at 68, I don't think Crawford should come in at 68. I mean, come in under 68, because if you come in at 68, right?
yep.
By fight night, you're over 175 pounds. Can your body carry that for 12 rounds against a naturally bigger man? They should come in under 68, train, get in good shape, whether he's 64, 65, and fight night. I think Terrence is a good enough fighter that when he does get in there, no matter what he weighs, he's going to handle his business. But I think that if he stays under 75, he'd do spectacular. But to carry that extra weight, you figure if he comes in at 68, just say for instance, fight night he's 75. That's almost 30 pounds more than his normal weight.
Oh,
Yeah, his best weight's 147. So that's 28 more pounds that you got to carry for 12 rounds against a naturally bigger man. But now if you just come in whatever you weigh in the 60s, low 60s, then by fight night maybe you're about 68, 70. I think he'd be all right. I don't think 5 pounds are going to make a difference.
mm.
You know what I mean? I
I
don't
see what
think
you're
five or
saying.
6 pounds. I don't think it's going to make a difference. I just think that they both are very good fighters at that level. I don't see 5 or 6 pounds making a big difference,
Right,
or even
right.
10 pounds. I don't see it making a big difference at all, in my opinion.
But it would favor Terrence if he just doesn't go too much. He
Doesn't go
doesn't.
up too much, exactly, because if you put on too much weight, of course it's gonna after 7, 8 rounds, your body's not used to carrying that kind of weight all those rounds. And if you put on too much muscle, you're definitely done. Heavyweights doing the muscle build is different. But when you're at lighter weight and you put a lot of muscle on, I just think that I think that it can hinder you a lot.
So how do you have it? Do you have Terrence Crawford winning a decision? Do you have
Yeah,
Canelo
yeah.
Alvarez KO? What? Yeah,
No, I have Terrence winning a decision.
a decision. Keeping it on the
Yeah,
outside.
all day long.
Mm. Easy work.
Now it's not going to be easy. Now I think it's going to be a chess match early. First 4 or 5 rounds are going to be a chess match. I mean, but I tell everybody, once Terrence Crawford stays in the southpaw stance for 2 or 3 straight rounds, he got your number. He got you. If he's switching back and forth, he's trying to figure you out. But once he stays in that southpaw stance for 2 or 3 straight rounds, he got you.
Oh,
But it's going to definitely be a chess match. Cause, listen, man, Canelo, yeah, I got to give it to him, man. He can fight, man.
true.
Canelo can fight. I got to give it to him, man. He can fight. And he's very smart.
Very.
Very smart. Very smart. Very smart. So it's going to be
Now,
interesting.